Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something cool to check out. It's a Gokozy heated vest and we'll be putting it to the test outdoors. But first, let's take a look at what this item is. Gokozy make heated apparel, gloves and various clothing items, and they kindly sent me this. It comes in a little storage pouch. So this is the heated vest. It comes with a separate bag for a battery that I've actually already installed in the jacket. I've already been taking it through its paces the last week. That is actually a standalone battery. You could plug any charger in there and that will actually double as a phone charger. Carry this anywhere you like. When you're static is how I see the use of this piece of kit. When you're static, plug the battery in, put that in the dedicated pouch inside the jacket, zip that up. Once you put that on, the way to operate it, you've got two buttons here. So if you press them for a couple of seconds, that'll come on. That has now turned red, and if you can see, and then you can go through the various heating levels. This is neck and back, this is front and round the jacket. The operation, like I say, press that for 3 seconds, it will turn off. Morning guys, I have to demonstrate how cold it is. Bit of a cold snap. It's been sub-zero this morning. There's Navici, he's gonna come with us. All right guys, I've come out early morning wearing the Gokozy vest. It's really quite chilly. In fact, I'm regretting not taking gloves, but this is where it really comes into its own. And then I press it for 3 seconds. That comes on. It'll default to the highest setting. The battery is in here. Okay, you can unplug that. If you don't want to carry the battery around, you put that in your day pack or in your rucksack. I think where this vest comes into its own is when you're static, whether it's manning a checkpoint. If you're on the move, you're going to be too hot, but you can't actually feel the heating element. They're like wires. I can't feel anything at all, but it's nice and toasty. That will last you up to 3 to 4 hours in the highest setting. I would not advise that, that's far too hot. In fact, I've only got the neck and the back one at the lowest set. And then I typically have had the rest on the medium setting. So that would actually get me 5 to 6 hours. If you all get them in lower setting, it extends that to 7 or 8 hours. I've now turned it right up because we are static and it's nice and toasty. We're gonna put this to the test and hang out here for a bit with my dog. We're in lovely Richmond Park this morning, which is where I do a lot of my training. The whole way around is 12K. I do that with my dog regularly with a pack on. All told, this will become part of my kit for certain outdoors scenarios and challenges where I would look to slip that on when I'm static for longer periods of time. For instance, hanging around before an event. For registration to start, that's easily an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, where you're just standing around. And then another thing is for blood circulation after an event, or if you're having a break, it's great for promoting your blood circulation and preventing muscles stiffening up and getting that acidity. All right, guys. About half an hour has passed. Dog's still loving it. We've sauntered down a bit. I've turned up the front and the sides of the vest to the highest setting. Still got the neck and back to the lowest, but that is nice and toasty. My hands are freezing, but it works. And like I said earlier, it's definitely a piece of kit that, given certain scenarios, I will be adding to my loadout. The use cases when you're static for longer periods of time, it could be a bit of emergency kit. If somebody is suffering from hypothermia, that's a great way to stimulate heart circulation and get them warmed up. So about the garment, it's very lightweight. That's the first thing I'll say. I really like that you can take the battery out, and I like that as a standard 10,000 mAh battery that I can also use to charge my phone. It's a bit of weight you're carrying, but I carry power bank anyway, so I would integrate that into the standard loadout. It is comfortable. They do a number of products, Gokozy. I chose this one because it gives me complete freedom of movement, and it's suitable to wear under something, or as today, over something. So is it a garment that I will use all the time? No, I think there are specific use cases where it's helpful to have with you, and it's good to know that this packs very small, which easily slips into a backpack. Thanks to the guys at Gokozy for sending this to me. I really enjoyed putting this through its paces in the last couple of weeks. If you found this useful, please consider liking and subscribing. As always, see you in the hills.